Good morning, boys, and welcome to the Monday Crypto Show. I'm so happy I chose Monday to be the day we do these because biggest moves start on a Monday, and today was no exception. Like we are trading above 65k finally. Imagine how crazy it is. A few months ago, we were back in the depths of hell, below 20k. Everyone was calling for like 8k, 3k, or something. We bought back then. Now we are almost trading at all-time highs. Like that is just unbelievable, guys. I'm so happy about it. So what is going to happen now? Will we go to the all-time highs? Will we pull back? We'll check it all out. We'll go over altcoins. So make sure you stay tuned for the video, and I'll see you guys. And just wanted to say this video was brought to you by BloFin. We have a giveaway going on. It's a week long. It's from this Monday. If you guys sign up with my referral and deposit your money into your futures account, you will get a chance to get a bonus for the futures. So make sure you do it. It's a great exchange. You'll get bonuses. I'll get bonuses. You support me by doing it. So please do it, and let's go into charting. The fact that we are actually trading above 65k is amazing. Like we have been extremely bullish the past few weeks, as you can see. Like basically no pullbacks, like only a few days of pullback at max. So what is next? What is the next possibility? You can see us trading pretty high right now. Like the best thing we can do right now is go into this chart and see like every single level that we have coming up. I've already recorded this video once, but the webcam was too big, so I had to re-record it. But we drew a few more lines here. Like you could see us trading right here at 65k. And we are right now trading above this whole monthly level, like April high of 2021. And you could see that we really, let's go from the top to the bottom. Like we basically only wicks on the weekly as well. Most of the candles are just wicks above us. Like this is probably the 65.5 level is the biggest level that we are approaching right now. Like we have denied off of it once, so once we reclaim that, like there is really not that much. There is actually, like even the daily, you can see even the daily doesn't have that much price action going up above 65k. So we are just extremely bullish. Like you'll love to see it. If you are positioned for this, like I'm so happy for you. But yeah, now what is my bias? Like I think we have something like this actually going on already. Like maybe just on a shorter time frame, because if you see right here, like we are doing a little pullback. At least we did a little pullback, and now if we shrink it or something like that, just to fit our bias, 75s are a question of time, to be honest. Like if we get a violent move like this, if we get a weekly candle which brings us up 25%, I think 75 is a possibility. So um, that is the bullish bias. Now let's see the bearish possibilities. Like where could we possibly pull back to? Um, I think like the probably the biggest pullback zones are this area right here, 0.75 to 0.786. This whole area where we accumulated and had a volume climax, and this right here, like 48.5 to 47k. Like let's adjust it a little bit just so it fits my bias. This whole area, right? Okay, those are the zones. We'll go over the possibilities, but of pullbacks and longs. So let me just go to this chart and just looking at the macro scale, like looking at this whole price action as a big old range. We are currently trading above every single level, every single possible level that we have when it comes to fibs. Like 0.618, 0.75, 0.786. Like we're trading above all of it. So extremely bullish. Like all-time highs are a question of time now. Like being completely honest, because what is there to stop us from going to the all-time highs now? Like these weeks, sure. Like I guess maybe in the daily time frame, like, but the monthly and even the weekly is extremely bullish, and the all-time highs are just a question of time. There is this whole level that was a previous resistance, like 61k, yeah, 61.3. And the fact that we reclaimed it and claimed it as support on the monthly and even on the weekly is actually really bullish. So you guys know me, I have my bullish bias and I don't want to change it. I do have a lot of capital on, like not a lot of, but like 20% capital left for investing if we get a pullback. So let's go into the pullbacks, possible pullbacks, let's say it like that. These are probably not going to be possible anymore, but what is likely to happen? Like, let's go to the 4-hour chart. You can see this whole thing right here has basically no volume. Price action was dry right here, like it was straight up. This whole area right here is packed with volume, and that is where you want to look for longs. The first area for longs would be right here. So let's draw it out. If we do pull back, now I want us to go to the all-time highs, but if we do pull back, it should be something like this. Like maybe not as fast, but something like this, going into this whole zone and having a little consolidation area right there. This makes sense. Like it makes sense to have a consolidation area. You can see this right here as well, consolidating a tiny bit. Like, that is the most consolidation we've had in that whole move, so we'll take it. And in case something like this happens, you would want to look for longs right here and play to the all-time highs and maybe TP here first. But that is, if we do pull back, I don't think how likely that is. So keep that in mind. I still think we could pull back a bit lower. So this is something I'm aiming for. Like pull back from this whole zone, start going downwards, and pull back into this area right here. Like that would be your grand opportunity to get into a long play, like swing long. Of course, you would want to put your stops like right below here, but that is possibly one of the better entries you would get because volume climax was here, the demand zone is right there. There is a lot of confluence for us trading above 52k, so that is something to look for. And in the worst case scenario, like having the biggest pullback, like imagine having like a 25% pullback, yeah, this would be like a 26 to 30% pullback if we get to the 48k area. But if we do get there, don't fade the move. Like 0.618 is right here, like right here, as you can see. You don't want to be fading that move, so wait for it to trade here. Like don't panic. As soon as it breaks above, look for longs, get in your longs, put your stops right below the low, and just aim for all-time highs. Like by the time we get to the all-time highs, you would want to have taken most of the profits out, but still leave a moon back for like 78k. I don't know if you want to hold this one for like 100k because it is a swing play, but then again, you hold spot for those kind of situations. So those are my pullback ideas. Like 52k would be your best bet because I don't know the market makers, if the market makers will give us 618 to get long from there. I don't think that happens. Like they're not that giving. So 52k area to 50k is probably your best bet if we get there, and maybe try long from here. I don't know. Always do your research. This is not financial advice, so keep that in mind. Yeah, but everything is looking great. Like going into total, just take a look at this. Like, do you know how crypto markets work? Like, do you know when we get the biggest moves? Like we are trading above the golden pocket, which is amazing, but we are nowhere close all-time highs. Like a 30% move on the total is a huge thing. Like that is still like 600 billion in assets. So keep that in mind, and you know how crypto works. Like if you don't, let me explain it. Once we go over the previous lows, that is when we start to rally. Like you can see previous highs. I mean, you can see as soon as we cross this, we start to rally. As soon as we cross the previous all-time high, we had a huge move to the upside. Like back then, you can imagine this being like a huge percentage move, like 100% is amazing. And from the bottom, let's not say from the bottom, but let's say from these, 100% is right above this pocket and close, relatively close to this whole thing, to the all-time highs. But just imagine having this whole move after that happens. And that is what we are going to witness. Like, this thing will go into the high trillions. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know, guys. But let's say 150% move from the all-time highs would bring us at like 7.5 trillion. Yeah. And from the previous all-time highs right here, we had a move of 300%. Let's say we have diminishing returns and only go with a 100% move to the upside. This still brings this whole market to $7.5 trillion. So you're simply not bullish enough. You're simply not bullish enough on this market. Total 2 as well. Like, look at this. We are only trading above the 0.5. Imagine how much altcoins have to move. Like, this is only excluding BTC. Imagine how much altcoins have to move just to get to the all-time highs. Like, this is still a 60% move to the upside. And let's say this goes to 3 trillion from the upside, 75% move. And just to check out the market cap without ETH as well, we can chart out this and see that we are not even at the 0.5 fib of the whole move. You are just not bullish enough. Like, I'll keep repeating it until you remember. So, guys, it's still not too late. Like, you're not getting the entries that you would have gotten here, but it's still not late. So, DCA into your altcoins. Like, you don't want to be sidelined. Don't go all in. DCA. If we pull back, go hard. But DCAing is probably the best thing that you can do right now. Checking out ETH. ETH is looking juicy. Like, you guys remember, I said, as soon as we reclaim this whole area as support, like, as soon as we break through this whole resistance zone, I just charted out the big time frame levels, like this right here, like 31.86, 35.80. As simple as that. Like, we had a violent move, like no pullbacks basically. In the last 3 weeks, we moved up 43%. And we are still not above all-time highs. So imagine what happens when ETH goes over the all-time highs. Guys, this whole market is so bullish. Like, I don't care if we get a drop. Like, you guys know my bias. I don't care if we get a drop. This whole market is so fucking bullish. It's just crazy. Just covering the alts quickly. You guys know I did a few trend-based fibs. And this is something I could see happening. Like, this was a resistance area right here. But as we reclaim it, I think we get to the 0.6 levels. That is what I'm aiming for with my Ondo trade that we have, like, from around here, I guess, around this bottom. So that is it for Ondo. INJ and Thea have been underperforming extremely, and I've cut my longs on INJ as well as on Thea. I'm actually looking to get in because I think these have a good chance of rallying in the next few days, like when everyone expects them to crash. So this was a big support zone right here, like resistance flipped into support here for not a lot, and now that it's flipped into resistance, like this whole 4-hour candle is not looking nice. Like, the fact that we denied from 40.9, I'm not a fan of it. I'll get long as soon as I see bullishness, so that's about it. As well as on Tia, like the reclaim of monthly open was nice. Previous month's monthly open, but we fell below, and I don't want to be long on that. So yeah, Solana is having an accumulation area right here. Like, you know that I wanted to long along from here, but as soon as we broke below and closed below, I had to cut my longs. But we are accumulating right now. I've re-entered along right here, I think, but I think we have a solid chance of actually getting to the 177 levels. So you just don't want to see us breaking below this, this whole accumulation area. Like, breaking below wouldn't be good. I'll be completely honest. Like, Solana was extremely bullish the past few days, but that wouldn't be bullish. So XRP, you guys know what I said about XRP. You guys know that I said this whole higher time frame trend line, as soon as it gets broken and retested, we have to long it, and that's what we did. We longed right here, like on the retest, and right now we are above the TP2 targets, and we are going to trade at 0.69 in a matter of few days, in my opinion, because this is extremely bullish. That said, we went over the trading part, and I just want to congratulate you guys if you're in with me on Vanry. Look at this whole move as well, like on SDEX. SDEX moved like crazy. Most of our altcoins are pumping like crazy, and I'm truly happy for you guys if you're in on the move with me. Um, you guys know when I called my shit. Like if you guys have been following me for some time, you guys know when I was calling my shit out. So you guys know that we bought here, that we bought at these levels, like as we were pulling back, and we were like, we are not selling anytime soon. And now from this whole thing, like if you bought at the entrance of this area, you would have been up over 100%. Like now that we pull back, it doesn't matter, but still not even thinking about selling it. So that like just have conviction in your own place. Just came to my mind is sentiment, and you guys know it makes a lot of sense to pull back from here. Like price wise, it makes a lot of sense to have a big drawdown, to reset the liquidity, to reset the funding, just to have liquidity and everything for the next move up. But the ETF changes things a bit. Like you can see the T-Web here. Um, a lot of people want us to pull back. Like I can see on my Twitter timeline, a lot of people waiting for a pullback. And while it does make sense, that is most likely what we won't get. Because if people want to pull back, they're not going to get it. If people want all-time highs, they're not going to get it. And I can see right now, even though we are relatively high on the whole fear and greed thing, like we are at 86, that is not good. Like we are in dangerous territory right here. Like we are playing with fire basically, but still a lot of people are not exposed to the market, and the masses are starting to get in, but only slowly. Like 64K. This is still a ghost town with how we have been trading. Like you would expect people to be extremely bullish. Uh, I don't know, guys. Like always stay safe. Like, have capital on the side to invest, and be ready for every single situation. So I'm not going to be predicting, I'm not going to be saying like, yeah, we are going to get 69K or we are going to get 52K. Like we are just going to play it level by level. I've tried it out. Most of the things that will happen, like going above here would be nice. Trading here, maybe pulling back, maybe going above. But we are always going to play it level by level. So stay safe, guys. Please, if you want to support me, like if you found any value in this video, follow me on my socials. I've just created an Instagram account. I need help with the algorithm, so make sure you follow me there. Sign up with BloFin. Don't miss out on the giveaway, and join the Telegram. A lot of value is shared there. So that is basically about it, and I'll see you guys in the next Monday.